But yes, so the next song that we are going to be speaking about is who we think will be singing in fourth position, and that is going to be coming from North Macedonia. So North Macedonia will be represented by Vasil. There was a little bit of controversy about whether or not he was going to make it into the actual selection or not. So it is fantastic to see that he is actually going to be here, and he will be singing his song "Here I Stand." And if you haven't heard of "Here I Stand," then here's a little clip.
I don't think it's going to do that well. I don't see it making the final. I appreciate that Vasil is an incredible vocalist and he's doing something that is emotional and it hits a chord with him. However, this really doesn't do anything for me, and I can't see it doing very much for many people. I can see a few musical theatre Disney fans liking it, but I can't see it getting love from anywhere else. Jurors may appreciate it a little bit, but I feel like some will just find it a little too dated and a little too cheesy. But again, that may depend on his vocals on the night. His vocals could be stunning, and I do think this could lend itself to pretty good staging. We've seen songs like this be staged pretty well before, but as we know, North Macedonia and staging, it can be very hit and miss. Like in 2019, it was amazing, but then obviously we had the disaster of 2018 where they had an amazing song and they just got all the staging elements wrong. So this is something that's given me red flags for a potential last place, but I could definitely see a world where the juries boost this a little bit and it doesn't come last, but I definitely think this is going to be in the bottom 3 or 4 of the semi, and I don't really have much else to say about it. And that's pretty sad because I think Vasil is an amazing artist, he's an amazing vocalist, and I think he's capable of a lot more than this song has to offer. But hey.
As a musical theatre fan and a Disney fan, I do have a soft spot for this song. But this is an incredibly strong year, and it just doesn't stand out for me enough. I quite enjoy it when I listen to it, but I listen to the 38 other songs we've got, and this is not one that sticks in my head. Like Jazzy has said, Vasil is an amazing vocalist, and I certainly prefer this to his entry from last year, which was You. I think this is much more interesting, it's much more engaging, it's much more personal. I'm still sad he didn't get the bartender in the video, but we make do. And I think it does feel much more authentic to him. But I do also think in such a strong year that this probably won't qualify. I can see it maybe 13th to 16th in the semi, especially, again, with the staging. We'll see what happens. Like, he just deserves better. Like, justice for Vasil.
Yeah, I think the problem with North Macedonia is that the song is good and Vasil is good. It's just the fact that this is 2021 and the style of the song, it feels as if if we were back in 2009, 2010, this would absolutely storm it. I could see it right now. But we've moved past that now. And it's such a shame as well because, Vasil has had to go through so much this selection season, For once, thank God for MRT actually deciding to, stick with Vasil. That was the right decision to do. Otherwise, I think they really would have shot themselves in the foot. I just don't know. I just feel like this could make not much of an impact. And it's a shame because, the song, it's great. It has a lot of different gospel elements to it. And it's definitely a strong gospel song. Like, I think it is somewhat stronger than other gospel sort of entries that we have had in the past. Maybe not so much like John Lundvik or something, but more impactful than some other songs that we would have had. I just think in such a strong year, I just don't see it making it past the semi-final, should I say. I just don't want this to kick off another 8-year non-qualification streak, because we know that North Macedonia has one of the worst luck in Eurovision history. So fingers crossed they get a very respectable result. But I am thinking this isn't going to make the cut. Maybe they might have something dramatic in the actual staging, but I'm not holding out much hope. I'm thinking that this could again be in the lower half of the non-qualifiers. Should everything go wrong, if stuff goes right, then maybe mid-table in the non-qualifiers, but we'll have to see.